Good evening to all 12th standard students of St. John's. We have completed volume 1. I think we are having our first step in volume 2. That is, we are taking first chapter number 7, differential calculus and its applications. We started with the basic formulas and results that we have studied in our 11th standard. And based on that, we also discussed the rate of change of displacement with respect to time. Is called as velocity, and rate of change of velocity with respect to time is given as acceleration. And using these concepts, we did few problems calculating the various velocities, initial velocities, distances, etc. Then we shifted our focus towards equation of tangent and normal to a given curve. And we also studied that equation of tangent, the formula is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, where x1 comma y1 is nothing but the point where the tangent meets the curve, and m is nothing but slope of the tangent at that point of intersection, that is x1 comma y1. And after studying those two formulas, we also discussed about the angle between two curves, how to calculate the angle between the two curves. That is also given by a formula. Theta is equal to tan inverse of modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 into m2, where m1 stands for slope of the first curve and m2 slope of the second curve at the point of intersection. So we are going to use this concept, what I said later in this class, to solve a few problems. I hope that you would have studied all those three formulas so that it will be helpful for us to go through problems in this class. And we will continue with our next problem, problem number 12. Find the points on the curve y square minus 4xy equal to x square plus 5, for which the tangent is horizontal. And you know what is meant by horizontal line, right? Horizontal line is nothing but a line which is in the direction of x-axis. It is called as horizontal line. Okay, what is asked in the question? We need to find points on the curve. The curve equation was given to us. Find the point on this curve where the tangent is horizontal. So we have drawn a rough diagram here. If you see, you just imagine this is the curve that is drawn for the given equation, y square minus 4xy equal to x square plus 5. One thing I'll make it clear, this is not an original diagram, rough diagram. Just for our understanding, we draw this diagram. For example, if this is the curve for this equation, then we have to find this point x1 comma y1. What is this point? That is the question, where through that point, if I draw a tangent, the tangent should look horizontal. So this is the point that I have to find out. That is the question. So since we don't know that point is taken as x1 comma y1. So this is the given curve. The curve is written once again, and it is given equation 1. The name is given as equation number 1. Now clearly x1 comma y1 is a point on this curve, right? This is the curve. Definitely the point lies on the curve. So what can we do? If a point lies on a curve, means we can substitute that point in the curve equation. Same thing I am doing here. Substituting x1 comma y1 in this equation, you will get this. That is taken as equation number 2. What is the difference? In place of y, we have written y1. In place of x, we substituted the point x1. So we got second equation. Now again, taking the first equation and differentiating with respect to x. So whenever we are differentiating the curve, what is the meaning? We are trying to find the slope of the curve. That is the meaning. So differentiating equation number 1. How to differentiate y square? 2y. Since we are differentiating with respect to x, dy by dx should come. You know this very well. 2y dy by dx minus 4 is constant, it will present outside, x into y. So whenever two variables comes continuously, we have to go for which rule? product rule. What is product rule? U into v dash plus v into u dash. So x is u, so u is kept as it is. Differentiating v, that is differentiating y, you will be getting dy by dx plus keeping y now, y into differentiation of x is 1. So again I repeat, this we have written using what formula? UV method. So this bracket comes by UV method. Now if I go for the right hand side, x square differentiation is 2x and the differentiation of constant is 0. So only 2x will come. So our aim is bring this 4 inside. Our aim is to find dy by dx. So simplifying, I think you know this very well, by taking minus 4 inside the bracket. If I take this to this term, the answer will be minus 4y. That is being shifted to the right hand side becomes 4y plus 2x. So taking dy by dx common from this, the remaining is this. Again right hand side, writing as it is. So dy by dx is what we wanted to find. So take this term to the other side. So we now finally we got one answer for dy by dx. Sir, here it is 2x, we are having x. Don't ask like that. We are taking 2 as common and cancelling it. We are writing this. So after cancelling 2, take 2 common from this and 2 common from this. Cancel those two 2's. The remaining I have written here. So after differentiating, just simplifying, and we are finding out the value for dy by dx. Dy by dx, the meaning is slope. So whenever we are taking a curve and differentiating with respect to x, actually what we are doing, we are trying to find out the slope of the curve. Now since the condition was given that the tangent should be horizontal, we know very well in 10th standard itself we have studied one result. If a line is horizontal, the slope is 0. If a line is vertical, the slope is infinity. Again I repeat, if horizontal lines, if you calculate the slope, the answer will be 0. For vertical line, if we calculate the slope, the answer is infinity. Since here the line has to be horizontal, that is our condition. So we are taking the slope as 0. So dy by dx is written as 0. Actually what is dy by dx? We found out here. Since the tangent is horizontal, the slope must be 0. So I am going to substitute what? I am going to take this as 0 because dy by dx value is this. Just substituting this in place of this, we are going to write the next line. See, that is what I have written here. So slope is 0. If you cross multiply, what happens? If this goes, again this will become 0. So this remains. Finally we are getting one algebraic condition. X is equal to minus 2y. This is taken as equation number 3. Now substituting this value in equation number 1. What is equation number 1 means? Y square minus 4xy equal to x square plus 5. So in place of x you write minus 2y. Similarly here also minus 2y, x square is present, so minus 2y whole square. Simplifying this algebraically. How to simplify? Minus 4 into minus 2 plus 8. Bringing this, if I square minus becomes plus 2 square 4, y the whole square is y square, so 4y square. Simplifying this, if I add these two, 9y square minus 4, 5y square equal to 5. From that we are getting value of y as plus or minus 1. So since we are getting two values, we have to consider both cases. If y is 1, substitute this in equation number 3. From that we can get x value. So if y is 1, x is minus 2. If y is minus 1, again from equation number 3, x value is 2. Now finally the required point now we have found out. The required points are, one is this set minus 2 comma 1 and the next one is this 2 comma minus 1. So hope you will understand what is the concept. First we have to take the given equation, differentiate it, find out the slope dy by dx. Since the tangent is horizontal, its slope should be equal to 0. So equating the slope to 0, we are getting an algebraic condition. Substituting that condition in first equation, we are getting y value. Substituting y value in 3, we are getting x value. And thus we are getting the required 2 points as minus 2 comma 1 and 2 comma minus 1. Moving on to next sum, problem number 13. Find the tangent and normal to the curve. Find the tangent and normal to the curve. One curve equation was given. At a specific point is also given to us, 1, 0. So we need to find tangent and normal at this point for this curve. So this is the curve and this is the point. At this point only we need to calculate what is tangent and what is normal. Many times I told you what is the meaning of a tangent. Tangent means it is a straight line which touches the curve at only one point. If a straight line meets the curve at a single point, then that line is called as tangent to that particular curve. What is meaning of normal? Normal is also a straight line. Tangent is also a straight line. Normal is also a straight line. But what is the difference? Normal is nothing but a straight line which is perpendicular to the tangent. If you are drawing a tangent at a particular point, at the same point, if a line is perpendicular to the tangent, and that line is called as normal. So we need to find those two in this question. At which point? 1, 0. What is the curve given? Y is equal to x square minus x power 4. So as usual, first we are just writing what is the curve given. Immediately we will go for differentiation. Why? Because then only we can find out the slope of the curve. Differentiating with respect to x, therefore y becomes dy by dx, x square becomes 2x, x power 4 becomes 4x cube. These are all differentiation formulas which we have studied in our first class of this chapter. So actually now I found out dy by dx as 2x minus 4x cube. Now what is the meaning for this? This is nothing but slope of the curve. Another important thing that you should notice here is, I am telling this is slope. This is slope of the curve, or otherwise can be called as it is a general slope. General slope means it is the slope of the entire curve. But we want tangent at this point 1, 0. In this case, we cannot find using general slope. We should find slope at this particular point 1, 0. So in the next line I am going to write slope at the point 1, 0, that is dy by dx at the point 1, 0 is equal to, in place of x you put 1, in place of y you put 0. Unfortunately there is no y present here, only x is present, so you substitute 1 in place of x, so that we are getting the answer as minus 2. So this is called, even these two are called slope. This is called general slope. This is the slope of the tangent, because this is the slope at this point 1, 0. So again I repeat, after finding the general slope, we have to find the slope at the point where we are finding the tangent. So dy by dx at 1, 0 is minus 2, and this minus 2 is considered as m, which is the slope of the tangent. Okay, now since we know slope and a point, we can directly go for equation now. Now see, equation of tangent is, we know the point 1, 0. Now we calculate the slope also, m is equal to minus 2. So write the equation as y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So in place of y1 put 0, in place of x1 use 1. Simplify and get the equation of tangent. Equation of normal, what is the formula? So that is why I am telling, in theory part, if you listen carefully and if you spend more time on the theory part and by reading the formulas and definitions, you can spend lesser time while listening to the problems. Problems will be easily understood if you are strong in the theory part. If not, even if you spend more time, some doubts may come in your mind. That is why I am telling, read the formulas then and there. Equation of normal is, what is the equation of normal? Y minus y1 is equal to minus 1 by m into x minus x1. Again substituting in place of x1 1 and in place of y1 0, you can easily go for equation of normal. In this sum, just see the simplification and we are getting the answer as x minus 2y minus 1 equal to 0. So now we found out equation of tangent as well as equation of normal. Problem number 14. Find the equations of the tangent to the curve y is equal to 1 plus x cube, for which the tangent is orthogonal with the line x plus 12y equal to 12. I am going to read the question once again. So just listen, slowly observe what is the meaning of the question. Find the equations of the tangent to the curve equation is given, for which the tangent is orthogonal with, I think you will understand orthogonal means perpendicular. Orthogonal with the line x plus 12y is equal to 12. For again a better understanding, we are going to draw the rough diagram. So this is the rough diagram for you. Again I am going to say this, tell the same thing. This is not a proper original diagram of this curve. This is a rough diagram. Y is equal to 1 plus x cube. Suppose if this is the curve, y is equal to 1 plus x cube, and this is the tangent at the point x1 comma y1. We need to find the equation of this tangent. What is the condition given to us? This tangent is perpendicular to, that is what is given, orthogonal, is perpendicular to this straight line x plus 12y is equal to 12. So I am going to explain everything in the diagram. So if you once understand the diagram properly, the problem is going to be very simple. Again I repeat, this is the curve y is equal to 1 plus x cube. And what is this? This is a point where the tangent meets the curve, and that point is taken as x1 comma y1. What is the condition given? If this is the tangent, the condition given is the tangent should be orthogonal to this straight line. The straight line equation was given x plus 12y is equal to 12. So what I am going to do now is, I am going to try and find out the slope of this line. Again going back to the 10th standard level, if an equation was given, we can see the equation. If a linear equation was given, by seeing the equation itself we can easily tell the slope, right? You know that very well. What is the formula for that? Minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. Now see, what is coefficient of x here? 1. So minus 1 divided by coefficient of y is 12. So minus 1 by 12 is the slope. By simply seeing the equation itself, we can tell what is the slope. So the slope of this perpendicular line is minus 1 by 12. Since our tangent is perpendicular to this straight line, we can easily convert from this to our required slope. If this is minus 1 by 12, then slope of this tangent should be reciprocal of this. 1 by 12 means 12, and then change the symbol. Minus means plus. So again I am slowly telling, I am explaining the diagram. If diagram is understood, problem is understood. Again I am telling, this is perpendicular line. By simply seeing this, we can write the slope as minus 1 by 12 using the formula minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. Since these two lines are perpendicular, since I know the slope of this line, I can easily convert and find out the slope of this line. Minus 1 by 12 means reciprocal 12, minus means plus. So now what we found out? We found out slope of the tangent. Slope of the tangent is 12. Now if you see, now we will go for the answer. Actually this is the given curve, right? Y is equal to 1 plus x cube. Now we are differentiating dy by dx. 1 becomes 0, x cube becomes 3x square. Can you guess what is this dy by dx? I'll give a few seconds time. What is this dy by dx? What is the name given for it? If you look at previous problem, I would have told you that this is called general slope. Dy by dx equal to 3x square is called the general slope of this entire curve. The entire curve, the slope is 3x square. But I want slope at this point where x1 comma y1. So what I am doing is, next I am calculating the slope at this point x1 comma y1. So in place of x I am replacing x1 square. Now can you guess what is this? This is nothing but slope of the tangent, because tangent passes through that point. So this is general slope, this is slope of the tangent. But from the diagram we have already calculated the slope of the tangent is 12. So what I am going to do now, this is also slope of the tangent, this is also slope of the tangent. So I can equate these two. 3x1 square is equal to 12. So from there only I am going to continue. Now see, 3x1 square is equal to 12. Cancelling in 3 table, we are getting x1 value as plus or minus 2. Actually, this is the question given. This is the equation of the curve. Since x1 comma y1 lies on the curve, I can substitute this point in this equation so that we are getting second equation. Now take two cases. If x1 is equal to plus 2, substitute here 2, so 8 plus 1 becomes 9. Second case, x1 is minus 2, then the second equation becomes minus 7. Therefore now we got the points are 2 points. Now we got one is 2 comma 9, another one is minus 2 comma minus 7. In both the cases we are going to find the equation of tangent. So case 1, take this point. Slope already we have calculated using the diagram itself. Slope is 12. So formula y minus y1 m into x minus x1. M means 12, slope x1 y1 means 2 comma 9. Substitute the value and find out the equation. Similarly case 2, take the second point, minus 2 minus 7. Slope is same, 12. Write the same formula. Same formula means what? This one. Write that in place of y1 substitute minus 7, x1 put minus 2, m is 12. Simplify and get the equation as 12x minus y plus 17 equal to 0. So for everything the diagram you have to understand. If diagram is, once if you understood the diagram, the problem becomes much more easier. Going to the next sum. Question number 15. Find the equations of the tangents to the curve. Curve is given, which are parallel to the line x plus 2y is equal to 6. Again I am going to explain this through the diagram. Whenever a curve is given, we will draw the rough diagram. So this curve, what we name it as y equal to x plus 1 by x minus 1. Suppose for example, this is a rough diagram. Keep in your mind rough diagram. So this is x1 comma y1. What is this? Where the tangent meets the curve. That point is noted as x1 comma y1. What is the condition given? What is the question asked? We need to find the equation of this tangent. Right. What is the condition? Which is parallel to the line x plus 2. This tangent should be parallel to this line. What is this line? X plus 2y is equal to 6. As in the previous problem, by seeing this equation itself, I am going to find out the slope. Slope formula is, yes, minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. So minus 1 divided by 2. So in this 12th standard 7th chapter, we are using 10th standard concept also. Before itself I said if two lines are perpendicular, the product of slopes is minus 1. If two lines are parallel, then their slopes will be equal. This is the standard result that we know. If two lines are parallel, definitely their slopes are equal. Now since slope of this line is minus 1 by 2, and since these two lines are parallel, slope of the tangent should also be equal to minus 1 by 2. Will you agree? Why? Because the two lines are parallel. The slope of this line is minus 1 by 2. Definitely slope of this line is also equal to minus 1 by 2 because of they are parallel. Now I am going to enter into the answer. First I am writing the equation given, differentiating this dy by dx. Don't get confused how this term is coming. So many terms are there. Simply we are using u by v formula. Differentiation, uv formula we have seen in the previous problem. U by v means what? V into u dash minus u into v dash by v square. This is called what? Quotient rule for differentiation. U by v, v into u dash minus u into v dash by v square. Same formula you apply here. So v square means denominator square. This is v, this is u dash. U dash means differentiate numerator. Differentiation of x is 1, 1 is 0. So only 1 comes, minus u into v dash by v square. Simplify this bracket, that is take this minus inside, x gets cancelled, minus 1 becomes minus 2. So this is called general slope. We will try to find out slope at this point, x1 comma y1. So in this equation, in place of x you put x1. So this is called slope of the tangent. But from the diagram, slope of the tangent is minus 1 by 2. Therefore this is equal to minus 1 by 2. This is also slope of tangent. This is also slope of tangent. So we are equating those two. By cross multiplying we get this. Arranging this 1 minus 4 minus 3 and a quadratic equation comes, factorize that and get two values for x. One is 3, other one is minus 1. Next what we have to do, we should substitute the point x1 comma y1 in this curve because the point lies on the curve. That is the next line for us. So as I said, the point x1 comma y1 lies on this curve. So substitute that, x becomes x1, y becomes y1. Like that we are getting this equation number 1. Now we have already got two values for x1. When x1 equal to 3, substitute 3 in place of x1 and find out y1 value. Another value for x1 is minus 1. Substitute that in these two. So getting y1 as 0. So from that we are getting two points. One is 3 comma 2, other one is minus 1 comma 0. As usual, since 2 points we got, we are going to have case 1 and case 2. In case 1, take the point, first point 3 comma 2. Slope of the tangent is minus 1 by 2 from the diagram. Write the equation of tangent. Substitute in place of x1 3, in place of y1 2. Cross multiply, simplify and get the equation of tangent like this. Case 2, take the second point minus 1 comma 0. Slope, same slope, what? Minus 1 by 2. Write the same formula, y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Cross multiply, take this minus inside, arrange it. So x plus 2y plus 1 equal to 0 are the two equations of tangents. Question number 16. Question number 16. Find the angle between the rectangular hyperbola xy equal to 2 and the parabola x square plus 4y equal to 0. In the beginning itself I told three formulas for you. One is equation of tangent, other one is equation of normal, and the final part is finding angle between two curves. And the formula is given by theta equal to tan inverse of x, right? So here they are asking us to find the angle between two curves. Two equations were given and two equations are represented by two curves. We need to find the angle created between them. So first one I have taken as first equation I am taking now, and from that we are bringing x to other side. So 2 by x and taken as equation number 1. Now what I am interested in doing is I am going to solve these two curves. By solving the equations we are going to find out the point of intersection where the two curves meet. That is very important. So in order to find the point of intersection, from the first curve I am finding the value of y as 2 by x and take the second curve and substitute this value in the second curve. That is, in place of y you put 2 by x. Cross multiply and simplify. So x into x square x cube plus 8. The denominator goes to other side, becomes 0. Plus 8 comes to this side, minus 8. Minus 8 is written as minus 2 whole power 3. So that power gets cancelled. X value is given by minus 2. Substitute this x value in this first equation. You will be getting y value minus 1. So finally I found out the point of intersection as x1 value is minus 2, y value is minus 1. So minus 2 comma minus 1 is nothing but the point where these two curve meets. Now you take the first equation once again and differentiate it with respect to x using uv method. U into v dash plus v into u dash equal to differentiation of constant is 0. So dy by dx, y comes on that side and x goes to the denominator, minus y by x. What is this? General slope of the first curve. But I want slope at the point of intersection. So dy by dx at the point of intersection is given by, in place of y you put minus 1, in place of x minus 2. So totally minus 1 by 2 is nothing but slope of the first curve at the point of intersection. That is given the name as m1. Similarly, take the second curve x square plus 4y equal to 0. Differentiate this. X square becomes 2x, y becomes dy by dx. From this calculate dy by dx, bringing the 2x to other side and 4 to the denominator. Cancelling it, we are getting the answer as minus 2x by 4. Again, slope should be calculated at the point of intersection. In place of x you put minus 2. Minus 2 into minus 2, 4. 4 gets cancelled. So answer is 1. This is taken as m2. After finding out m1, m2, we can directly go into the formula. Theta equal to tan inverse of modulus m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1, m2. Apart from that, you can do this from here. You can do by yourself by substituting m1 and m2 value in the formula. That is what we are going to do. Now see, tan inverse of this is m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1, m2. Simplifying this, minus 3 by 2 comes, but we are having the cushion called modulus, so that minus 3 by 2 can be written as plus 3 by 2. And even if I simplify the denominator by taking LCM, the answer is minus 1 by 2. That again by using modulus can be written as 1 by 2. 2 gets cancelled. So finally the answer for angle between the two curves is theta equal to tan inverse of 3. So we found out the angle between the two curves. Question number 17. Show that the two curves x square minus y square equal to r square and xy is equal to c square, where c, r are constants, cut orthogonally. Orthogonally means perpendicularly. Same way as in the previous problem we are going to do. Let us take the point of intersection as x1 comma y1. The point of intersection of these two curves is taken as x1 comma y1. Taking the first curve, differentiating, x square becomes 2x, y square becomes 2y dy by dx, r square constant, so it becomes 0. From this calculate dy by dx. First 2x will come to other side, then 2y comes to the denominator, 2 gets cancelled, minus gets cancelled, x by y comes. At the point of intersection, the slope is given by x1 by y1, right? This is m1. Similarly, taking the second equation, xy is equal to c square, UV method. Why I am going fast? Because it is as in this, if you listen the previous problem, this is simple, the same model. Xy equal to c square, UV method, x into dy by dx plus y into, if I differentiate x, answer is 1, c square constant, so it becomes 0, dy by dx equal to minus y divided by x, right or not? Again, this is general slope. We want slope at x1 comma y1, so change y to y1 and x to x1, and this is called m2. Now after finding out m1 and m2, here instead of going to the formula to calculate the angle, we can just multiply and see m1 and m2. Just I am multiplying the two slopes. This is m1 and this is m2. m1 I have written the value here, into m2 value is minus y1 by x1 equal to, if I simplify and see what happens, see just x1 gets cancelled, right? This x1 and this x1 gets cancelled. Even y1 and y1 gets cancelled. What remains is minus 1. Since m1 into m2 equal to minus 1, what is the meaning for that? Therefore, the two curves cut orthogonally. They are perpendicular. So, since the m1, m2 value is minus 1, the curves are perpendicular, or otherwise I can write the two curves cut orthogonally. So, this ends the problem. Complete your classwork properly. Classwork completion is the very important thing. I am stressing that in each and every class. Please strictly follow it. Thank you, children.